Hi, my name is Dr. Ranjit Prasad Swain. Today I like to discuss one very common topic, chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. It is present in first B Pharmacy, second semester, Pathophysiology PCI syllabus. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease is abbreviated as COPD. Its other name is chronic obstructive lung disease. It's called COLD. Another name is chronic obstructive airway disease. COPD is a type of obstructive lung disease characterized by long-term breathing problems and poor airflow. We can tell COPD is a group of lung diseases that block airflow and make it difficult to breathe. If we will see about the epidemiology, as of 2015, about 174.5 million people affected by COPD. That is 2.4% of the global population. Surprisingly, about 3.2 million deaths in 2015 by COPD. Now, more than 10 million cases per year in India only. COPD consists of two major breathing diseases. One is called emphysema, another is called chronic bronchitis or chronic bronchiolitis. Now I like to discuss the first one, that is emphysema. You will see here in this picture, this is a normal alveoli, which is a healthy alveoli of a human, which is responsible for respiratory or respiration. The emphysema nothing but damages the alveoli, nothing but air sacs which is present at the tip of your lungs. Normally, these air sacs stretch like balloons as you breathe in and out. It makes these air sacs stiff because they cannot stretch. Air gets trapped inside them. This makes it difficult for you to breathe in and makes you feel tired. If we will compare this picture, you will see alveoli with the emphysema. This is just like a balloon, stretched like a balloon structures. You will see this microscopic view of the normal alveoli. This look like a air balloon. That means the air sac is become stretched. So people will feel difficulty for breathing. Next, the second one I like to describe, chronic bronchitis. The chronic bronchitis makes your airways red, swollen and irritated. That means it is related to the inflammation. Glands in your airways make extra mucus, that means sputum, which blocks some airway or air from passing through. This makes you cough up mucus and feel shortness of breath. Many people with COPD have both these diseases. Now we will see this, the normal airway, and this is the obstructive bronchiolitis. In this normal airway, the air will be flow in this way, which is normal and healthy. But if we'll see obstructive bronchiolitis, if we'll see here, the airways become narrowed and become red and become swollen and irritated, that means inflamed, that restricted airflow due to the presence of more amount of the mucus or the swelling. Now I like to discuss the next, that is causes of COPD. The first point I like to highlight, the main cause of COPD is smoking. The smoking aggravated this COPD and it credits the number one position. And the second one, the genetic disorder called alpha 1 antitrypsin deficiency. Second, and smoke, air pollution related to dust and chemicals, repeated lung infections during childhood, severe asthma combined with smoking are the causes of COPD. Next we will discuss the symptoms. Feeling short of breath, especially during physical activity. The normal human beings they will not feel any tiredness, but anybody having the COPD, they will feel tiredness. But if you will do the physical exercise, you will feel shortness of breath. Next, feeling tired, always you will feel tired. Third one, cough that lasts longer than 3 months. The fourth one, coughing of mucus, that means coughing of the sputum. Next, wheezing. Next, getting several infections such as the cold, flu or pneumonia and taking longer to recover. That are the symptoms of the COPD. How to diagnose this COPD? How you know that you have the COPD? The first, most reliable way to diagnose is spirometry. Spirometry is the most reliable way to diagnose COPD. It is a simple breathing test that measures the speed and amount of air you are able to blow out your lungs. The second diagnosis process is chest X-ray. Chest X-ray will help to see the damage to your lungs. The third method for the diagnosis is oximetry. The oximetry measures how much oxygen in your blood. Nothing but it is called oxygen saturation. The other tests like CT scan, blood test or blood work and other laboratory tests will help you to diagnose the COPD. Next, treatment. COPD cannot be cured. There is no method to cure it. There is no way to cure, but it can be treated. Early diagnosis, lifestyle changes and appropriate drug treatments can help you lead a normal and active life, feel better and stay out of hospital. If you are quitting the already quit the smoking, congratulations. That means you are away from the COPD. Now we will discuss what are the medications suggested by the clinicians or physician for this COPD. Bronchodilators is a very common medication used to relieve shortness of breath. Next way of treatment of the COPD is combination of the bronchodilators and anti-inflammatories to relieve shortness of breath and to prevent flare-ups. Next, antibiotics to fight infections. Anybody having the more shortness of breath, then you have to provide the supplemental oxygen to help with the low oxygen and energy levels. As vaccines for flu and pneumonia to help prevent infections. In clinically, the COPD will be 4 stages. One is your mild COPD, moderate COPD, severe COPD, and very severe COPD. As we discussed in this presentation, that COPD is a very common lung disease. It cannot be cured, but it can be treated. So I suggest here, so lifestyle changes is a measure which can activate your normal life. You will be a normal and active life you can spend. So these are the references. So thank you very much for listening this topic COPD. Thank you very much.